What is going on, college sports fans? Welcome back to another video, and today I have for you guys my final four picks and preview. We're going to talk about these games. We're going to make our picks for the final four games and also our championship game based off my picks. So I'm ready to get right into it. I just want to say subscribe if you guys haven't already. Drop me a like and comment down below which of these teams is bringing home the Natty this year. Also, I'm going to be streaming the final four games live and also the championship game. So if you want to come by, hang out with me, we're going to be streaming here on the channel. So yeah, come hang out. And yeah, let's get right into these picks, man. North Carolina and Duke. We have a blue blood final four, and this is the first time these two teams have ever met in the NCAA tournament. And that is actually very surprising to me considering how many times both of these teams have made the NCAA tournament. But it's crazy. It's the first time they've ever matched up in the tourney. It's Coach K's last season, and it's in the Final Four. So this game is going to be must watch. I don't expect either of these teams to give up until the final buzzer because they're going to be playing their butts off. I mean, Duke especially, they're going to be looking to get revenge on North Carolina because they spoiled Coach K's final home game in the regular season there in Cameron Indoor Stadium. So Duke's going to be looking for that revenge. Coach K's going to be coming out hungrier than ever, man. It's going to be a good one. North Carolina, they've been playing all four of these teams, I have to mention real quick, have been playing their absolute best basketball in the tournament, especially throughout the last few games. It's going to be interesting, man. Duke's going to need their guys to all play well. You got Paulo Banchero, which I'm assuming they're going to put Leaky Black on him, and it's going to maybe cause troubles for him because Leaky Black is an excellent defender, and that could be a good matchup there for North Carolina defensively. And then you have to have your other guys step up. AJ Griffin, Wendell Moore, even Trevor Keels off the bench is probably going to have to step up, and of course Mark Williams. Mark Williams is going to have to have a really good defensive game against Armando Bacot, and Armando Bacot could be the key difference maker here for North Carolina. North Carolina, they play their five guys pretty much the entire game as long as they're not in foul trouble. Maybe if Duke can maybe try to get Armando Bacot or someone in foul trouble early, then they could maybe get an edge on North Carolina. That could be a game plan. But yeah, man, Armando Bacot, Brady Manick is a tough player to guard. He can shoot the three ball very, very well. I mean, he knocks down threes so consistently from the power forward position. It's very tough to guard because then they spread you out. They get it down low to Armando Bacot, and it's very tough to guard. Those two as a duo are tough. And then you have Caleb Love and RJ Cole, who if they are playing like they did, I mean, if RJ Cole plays like he did against Baylor, and then Caleb Love plays like he did against UCLA, and then Armando Bacot plays like he did against St. Peter's, I mean, come on. That is just too tough. They're all going to have to be on point to win this game. I know Roach defensively is going to be great against RJ Cole. I'm assuming he'll probably guard. They might put him on Caleb Love. But yeah, I mean, these two teams defensively, they match up very well against each other as far as size-wise. And it's going to be a very good game. I think Roach could hit some shots down the stretch. I also feel like Caleb Love could hit some shots down the stretch. But I am going to give the nod to North Carolina to move on to my championship game. The 8 seed makes it to the championship game, and they spoil Coach K's final tournament run in the Final Four, just like they did in the regular season in his final home game. I feel like Armando Bacot could have a really good game. Mark Williams is an excellent defender at the center position, which could cause troubles for him, but I feel like Armando Bacot's going to get the better of him. I feel like Caleb Love is going to have a big game, and I feel like, Brady Manick is going to do what he does. He's going to shoot the three ball very well and spread out the defense, and I feel like North Carolina is playing some of the best basketball of any team all year right now. Like, taking out the seeds, like, don't look at the 8 and the 2. North Carolina has been playing amazing basketball, and I have the Tar Heels moving on. Because I also feel like that Duke isn't going to be able to get in the paint like they did against Arkansas. But maybe, I could definitely see Duke winning this game. This one I'm very 50-50 on. The other one, I kind of have my pick, and I'm pretty confident about it. But here we have Villanova versus Kansas. And real quick, I want to give a huge shout out. My prayers are up for Justin Moore. He tore his Achilles with like 30 seconds left in the game against Houston, which is just super unfortunate because he is such a huge part of this Villanova team, and I'm not sure if they're going to be able to beat Kansas without him. In order to do so, Jermaine Samuels and Colin Gillespie are going to have to play amazingly. Jermaine Samuels, he's been great all tournament. Colin Gillespie, he's been good at facilitating the basketball, but especially with Justin Moore out, they're not only going to have to hold Kansas to under, I'd say 65, maybe even under 60 to win this game. So they're going to have to be amazing on defense, but they're also going to need not only the facilitating like he's been, but the scoring from Colin Gillespie. He has to pick up the scoring slack on this team because he really hasn't been this tournament. We expected Colin Gillespie to be that, but Jermaine Samuels has really picked up the scoring for them, and I expect Jermaine Samuels to have a big game. But Colin Gillespie especially needs to have a good game. But I think I trust Kansas a little bit more, which is why I'm picking them to win. And it's because Ochai Agbaji, he hasn't even been anything absolutely crazy in the tournament. The regular season, he was amazing, maybe player of the year. But in the tournament, it's been Remy Martin, it's been Christian Brown, it's been McCormick, who have all been stepping up this tournament. And if Ochai Agbaji starts playing lights out, and he's hitting threes, and he's catching alley-oops off the backdoor cuts like he does, I'm not sure if Villanova is going to be able to hang, but defensively, they're going to have to come out with a similar game plan to Houston. Get a bunch of stops, and they're going to use all 30 seconds of that shot clock almost every possession they come down the court. So I expect Villanova to try to make this a low-scoring defensive game, which is going to give them a chance to win in the end. We'll see if they can pull it off. If anyone can do it, I trust Jay Wright to do it because he is such an outstanding coach. But I think Kansas is going to have enough offensively to pull this one out, and Villanova losing Justin Moore really hurts them. But to win, like I said, Colin Gillespie has to pick up the scoring slack. They're going to need at least 20 from him. They're going to need a lot from Jermaine Samuels. And they're going to have to take those 30 seconds almost every time down the court and come out of that with a bucket most of the time and be very efficient on the offensive side. All right, guys, so now we have our championship matchup. I have North Carolina versus Kansas, two of the best programs of all time. Here they are meeting in the championship game. And man, these two teams would be really fun to go against. I'd love to see RJ Cole and Remy Martin guard each other because they've been both playing amazing this tournament. And then you have Ochai Agbaji, who's going to be guarded by Leaky Black, a great defender. That is going to be a fun matchup. Ochai Agbaji, we'll see how he handles going up against a great defender in Leaky Black. And then Armando Bacot, I think he's going to have an edge on McCormick, but McCormick has been stepping up. He's going to have to be crucial on the glass in this one. But I think that Kansas is going to have enough to beat North Carolina, and Kansas is going to be my 2022 national champion. And I actually picked Kansas to win the national championship in my main bracket that I have in our tournament challenge. And I'm going to stick with them. I mean, they've been playing amazing basketball. I mean, that second half that they had against Miami might have been the best basketball of any team I've seen all year. That second half was crazy. They just absolutely took off offensively and defensively. And like I said, McCormick's going to have to step up defensively against Armando Bacot. Remy Martin guarding either probably RJ Cole. I think that's a good defensive matchup. And then Ochai Agbaji is going to have to step up and score on Leaky Black, who is almost certain to be guarding Ochai Agbaji if this matchup can in the championship game. And then you have Christian Brown versus Caleb Love, two guys who can score the rock, two guys who can be streaky. It would be an awesome game to watch, and I think Kansas would pull it off if it were to happen. So that is going to do it for my final 4 picks and preview. Let me know who's bringing home the Natty down below in the comment section below, and also make sure you guys are subscribed. Turn the bell on if you don't want to miss my live streams during the Final Four games this weekend. And yeah, guys, it's been your boy Danny.